Yes, good afternoon, dear viewer. Today we are going to handle part two of timbering to trenches. As I explained before, timbering trenches is a very important aspect of civil engineering work. We have foundation trench. Before you construct a foundation, you have to excavate, and after excavation, you have a trench. So today we are going to do timbering trenches in moderately firm soil. I'll show you how to draw in isometric projection. So this is timbering in moderately firm soil, as you can see, and this is our trench. And our trench is going to be the width of the trench is going to be 700 millimeter. Then the depth of the trench is going to be 1000 millimeter. The scale we are going to use is going to be 1 to 10. That is the scale we are going to use. And we are going to see the members which are in moderately firm soil. So the first member is the polling board, which is having the size of 150 by 37 millimeter. So this is the polling board, the one I'm touching. Then the next member is called, we will call it a walling board. Sometime in other textbook is called on a walling, which is 175 millimeter by 50 millimeter. So the 175 come down to what? Then the 50 is the thickness. Then another member that we have is the strut, which span across the what? The trench. So the strut size is 100 by 100 millimeter. So this is just a sketch. I will show you how to draw it in isometric projection. So in isometric projection, you need a 30-degree set square. So this is our 30-degree set square, which we are going to use for our drawing. Basically, that is what we need, and we also need a ruler, which is this. But we are going to start with the bottom of the trench, drawing the bottom of the trench. So in isometric projection, we use 30-degree set square. So I'm going to show how we can draw the bottom of our trench. So this one which I'm going to draw at the angle of horizontal will show the bottom of our trench. So this is the bottom of our trench, and since the width of our trench is 700 millimeter, so we can measure here 700 millimeter on the bottom of the trench to show the width of the trench. So this is our 700 millimeter. I already measured it, 700 millimeter. So we are going to show the vertical line which shows the depth of the trench now. So this line will show the depth of the trench. The one which I've drawn is showing the width of the trench. So our depth of the trench, we said, is going to be 1 meter. So I'm going to measure this 1 meter. So our 1 meter is here. Scale 1 to 10. So that is our depth of the trench. So from here up to here is 1 meter. So I can slide my T-square upward, then still I use the set square to show the level of the ground level. So this is now the ground level, which I'm going to show you. So this is the ground level, and this is also the ground level. So we are going to show the longitudinal of our trench. So I will show it here. This is now the line showing how our trench is running. So I slide my set square also. Then I show you how the trains is running longitudinally. So that is how our trains is running. It's interesting. You can see now the outline of our trains. This line now we don't need. I can clean it so that you see, view clearly how the trains look like. So I'll clean this one off so that you can see how our trains look like. So this is now the outline of our trains. So the depth of our trains is from here to here, which is 1 meter. Then the width of our trains is from here to here, which is what? 700 millimeter. And scale 1 to 10 is what we are using. So this is our ground level. I'm just showing the section of the ground. So this is our ground level. So that is our ground level. So our trains is running along here. So if we are casting, our foundation concrete will be here. But now we need to support these trains with timbering. So today we are doing timbering in. So the first member that I'm going to draw is the pulling board, which the size is 150 by 37 millimeter. So I'm going to measure 150. I've measured 150. One side is here. And the thickness is 37 millimeter, which I want to mark also here. So I've already marked the thickness and the length of our board there. So this is our pulling board. That's how we can draw it. So this is the cross section of the pulling board. This is our first pulling board. So we can draw it vertically, come downward using our set square. So this is how we can turn it to 90. Then we show our pulling board run. So this one I'm going to make it in a construction line so that it doesn't interrupt. So our second pulling board is going to be here at the distance of 450 center to center. So I can measure from this center to the next center. So this is 450. So the next pulling board is going to be here. So I mark 150. Then I mark 37 millimeters. So I can still use this set square to draw it. So I'm now drawing the second pulling board. I can transfer this line to show our second pulling board. So I'll show the line how it goes vertically down the trains. The pulling board how it goes vertically down the trains. So I'll show it this line here. Let's show this line here. Let's show this line here. Yeah. So this is our second pulling board. Now I want to show us the walling. The third pulling boards can even be around somewhere here. From this center to the next center. 450 center to center. So this is our next pulling board. This is our next polling board. Good. So I'll show it how it goes downward, the trends. How to draw it going downward, the trends. This one should be in construction line. That is what we mean by construction line, should be faint line. Don't make it a finished line yet. Yeah, so at least we have shown three polling boards. I like it, it's okay. So I can complete this how it looks down from the bottom of the trench. So the next member that I'm going to draw is the walling. And the walling is 175 by 50 millimeter. So I can measure here 175 millimeter. Can measure 175 millimeter by 50 millimeter. .175 by 50 millimeter. So the length of our walling, how it's going through the trench, I'm going to show you. So the walling will be, let me see the downer part if it is not affected. Yeah, it's not affected. So it should be by 50. So I can span this one down like this to 50 millimeter. This one also to 50 millimeter. So I measure this one 50 millimeter. So that is our 50 millimeter. Yes, this is our walling. So I can show the line now showing the walling here. This is the line showing the walling. So this is our walling. But the walling will cover this part of the polling board. So you don't see this part of the polling board. That's why I started with construction line first. You can't see this line from here now. So the walling will obstruct the polling board because it covers it up. So the next member is the struts, which I want to show you how to draw it. Yes. So I'm going to show you how to draw the struts. And the struts span over the walling across the trench. So I can draw this. It should be 100 millimeter. By 100 millimeter. So let me measure. It should be 100 by 100 millimeter. Now this is 100, but this was a bit short. I will extend it. This one I can extend it to 100. So this is our strut, but the strut is going to pass around here. So this line you cannot see it. The strut will obstruct it. So you measure from here to here is 100 by 100. That is the size of the strut. So you come here and then you draw the struts. So this is our struts. It spanned across the trench. So this is our first strut. So I can also draw the second strut. I can transfer this line so that they look uniform. Then I make this one vertically downward. Then I measure from here to here 100, here to here 100. So I should measure it 100 millimeter. I mark with 1 centimeter. Then I also mark. So our strut is passing here. So we cannot see this line now. So we can clean this line off. Then I draw the second strut. This is the second strut. So this is the second strut. Yeah, it's looking good. Then we have the falling wedges with I can also draw it here. So this is the falling wedge. Yeah, so this is the falling wedge. That's how I can sew the falling wedge. It's looking good. So I've finished my drawing, except now I have to show you how the section of cross section of timber look like. So this is the cross section of falling board. Use free hand like the way I'm doing it. Should be free hand. So this is the cross section of falling board. This is the cross section of falling board. And this is the walling, the cross section you saw from here. That is how you can sew the cross section of walling. And the cross section of the soil or the earth, this is how you can sew it. This is how we can sew the cross section of earth. It should come up to here, but I don't want to spend so much time on it. Yeah, this is looking good. So we can name our members now. We can name our members, but we have to bear in mind that between polling board center to center should be 450 millimeters. So let me show you that. Center to center of polling board. To this center is 450. So this is polling board, and polling board. So that is polling board. Then we have our walling here. Maybe I name the struts first. So this is our walling. Walling board. The size is 175 millimeter by 50 millimeter. Then the polling board size is 150 millimeter by 37 millimeter. That is the polling board. Then we have the struts. Strut size is 100 by 100 millimeter. Yeah, so basically this is our timbering in moderately firm soil. So you have to label it properly here, down here. That. So this is basically what I wanted you to learn, how to draw timbering in isometric projection. Our depth of the trench, the width of the trench is 700 millimeter. The depth of the trench is 1000 millimeter. Then the scale 1 to 10. So this is what I want you to learn today. Yeah, I think it's good.